Hey, it's Drew. I'm just a 23-year-old bloke who currently lives in a college dormitory in Johannesburg. Like, this room is like so awesome. I really like it here. Actually, fun story actually. Well, not really fun story, but like me and my parents, we like moved to this town, city, whatever. Um, we did that like did it a while ago actually. And then we lived together, right? But I eventually moved into college, like because well I was going to study, right? Uh, so basically, what's been going on here is like it's been a lot of things going on. Like I had a lot of great time. I've met like a lot of interesting people too, right? Like I don't regret like moving here like at all. It was like a really good call. Like basically, what's been happening. It was so funny, but like when I was driving to meet a couple of people, right? Me and my parents were like driving in like car. It was so scary because I had like the most extreme deja vu like I've ever had, right? Basically like yeah, I basically just have that we were like I had memories that I had a memory. I had like dreamt exactly what happened, did happen like in detail. It was like really freaky, right? So like that exactly how I handed over the bottle of drink to me and how we like returned the car. And I was like so freaked. I'm like, whoa. And I was like on a guide where to go, and it was like really sketchy because we had no idea if we would end up in a bad place, right? We almost did before, and we're like, nope, don't stop, don't open the window. And then what happened later? I had fun time with a lot of people that whole night, right? But then like my mother and my father, right? They basically end up in Hillbrow in the middle of night during a holiday on a Friday. But they're fine, by the way. So basically, what happened afterwards was that, uh, like, I got registered to school later, so I was behind when I started. Like, I know it's crazy, right? But that's what happened, right? And then I was like studying and tried to catch up, right? And I did it for a long time. And then I basically, wait, can I see? Oh, it's still. I actually bought this hat on the Fort Record Monument, and I'm not gonna take it off. Actually, I kind of like to have the hat on. Actually, uh, and it's burgundy. I fucking love burgundy. It's like one of my favorite color. Only one friend knew that. Now basically everybody sees it. Unless they forget, which many probably would. Uh, so basically, what happened later was that it was so fun when we were at that place. I bought a lot of clothes on the way there. Like we visited like stores and all that, and that was pretty neat. Um, but the reason why I got behind in school again, that was because I got super sick. And like another chick at school, she convinced me to go to the doctor, right? So I did, and then I was positive for corona and had to quarantine. I got to the hospital twice, and I had to like get an IV drop in my arms, like here, and then next time it was like the other arm here, but I don't have any marks. It's pointless to show. I think got like to monitor and like test how I felt. Like you can see it here. Look, here's my foot, and I basically got this thing in to monitor. I don't really know what they were monitoring, but they had like these around my heart too, so I guess it was important. And here too, it's like just drifted a little bit. I'm a weirdo. The reason why I'm weirdo, here's why I'm weirdo, right? Okay, here's one reason, particular reason why I'm a weirdo, right? That is because I really like to have stuff like around my wrists, right? I'll basically have like this around my arm too, right? So basically, like that's what I got, right? And I've got it for 2017, and these ones on the legs I got like since a few months, like since May, the beginning of May. Then I got to quarantine like most of May, right? Um, right, and then basically when I did that, I got behind in school because I was so sick I couldn't like do any homework. I used to lay in bed all the time. It took me to a week before I can sit up at the desk. All the way before that I was in bed all the time, right? Then I forgot the lotion there. I basically forgot one of these. But I'm gonna go on a vacation, probably to Ostrogothia or even like Amsterdam, because yeah, because like it's cold here now, so I want to go to the warm, the European 1 month of warmth. It's like it's so cold that like I hate it. I love to live here much better because I hate cold. I hate also to be here when it's cold here and warmer elsewhere. Like what's the point of that? Okay, because I live here all the time, but you get my point. Everybody get my point, right? Yeah, so therefore I like this, but because I'm gonna fail on this, no way they can like catch up, which is really ridiculous. Because if you get sick, won't the school like help with catching up? No, they're not, which is ridiculous, right? Although I'm gonna change my subject, one subject to Afrikaans, which is good because I'm gonna like pass it much easier than any other subject, like because I already know a lot of it. In the family I lived in Cape Town, we actually spoke Afrikaans a lot. We were like eating dinner together, which was great. I like that. And some of my friends, when I have the opportunity to speak it, I basically try, but I don't want to do it with strangers because I sound like a retard. No, I don't. But I sound bad compared to the native speakers, obviously, right? But I'm not like good. So there's like, I don't like want to just go up to someone and speak, and then they're like, what is that? What is that guy saying? Like, what? He makes no sense because I don't know how bad I actually am, how good I am. So I'm like going to study, then I don't know if I'm better. But something funny about my family is that a month later the family is that we always get like same pimples and zits when we are like 20 something. We don't get it when we are like teenagers. Well, not as much. That's ridiculous. Like, I mean, like it's preferable because like now we got like the mental capacity to deal with low confidence, and we probably would have it right when you're an adult. But you have pimples when you're 20, mainly in like your hair, and the back of your hair is like your hair is like more pimple than like anywhere else, which is ridiculous, right? I hate it. No, I mean like it doesn't really look that bad, but I hope it doesn't lead to like hair loss and stuff like that, you know, which is also common on my side of the family, which kind of sucks, right? Um, but I like hats, so I bought that. I have a lot of other hats and shirts and stuff like that. You can just see in my closet there, where I should hide for some people. No, but actually, it's kind of weird. Like, this country, you basically, legally speaking, every sexuality is like much better up here, but like, when it comes to social, a lot of people are like very unaccepting. So it's like, I'm like, win some, lose some, I suppose, for everybody. Like, this is why I say it's not such as like a good country, but it's like kind of like besides the point. Regardless, back to school, is that I'm going to try to transfer or apply for another university in this several other universities I'd rather go at than this one for like several reasons, but like mainly because like those have what I want and what I've always wanted for a long time. Pardon me, but there's like I want to have the college experience and I want to get my degree, right? Now I failed anthropology, I hope, so therefore my major is probably not going to be anthropology, right? Which is like what I got here for, so I'm going to study language practice here until I get into the other universities. If I pass that subject too, which I might not. I'm going to look up if I can actually, study, if I can actually finish some of the courses this semester, so I don't have to do it next year, right? Because if I just get to take another test, then I might be able to pass it, because I have no idea if I'm going to pass language practice or not. Like, how am I supposed to know that? Because they haven't uploaded it yet. They might have now, but I'm having my birthday tomorrow. I'm not going to like... Okay, we're gonna check. I hate having birthdays. Like, I hate getting older, like... Even though I'm 20 something, I hate getting older when I was like 12 years old. You have this hair growing on my ear, it's like this far out. It's gross. But it's cold here, so I'm gonna get rid of shit like that when I am way warmer. Because, hair are to keep you warm. That's the reason why I haven't gotten rid of all this patchy stubble everywhere. Like, why is here, and here, and there? It's like, what? I kind of like it. It's kind of cute though, but like, it's annoying, if that makes sense. I do have very good lips though. I'm not ugly. I'm just very normal. Oh, I mean, like, I guess it's subjective if I'm good looking or normal, but I know I'm not ugly. And that's kind of good to have this self-confidence. I love being a little bit like 23 is much better, because like when you're like 15 or 13, you're like so bad confidence, which sucks ass, right? Like, even though you should, like, I was actually kind of blessed because I was happy about being a teenager when I was one. I was like, I'm so happy. I don't want to change. I don't want to get older, which is good, because people don't feel that way. They just want to change, and then when they get older, they regret. I don't regret, but it is annoying one thing, and that is this are. I mean, other people who like the time that we have, we basically are worried we're gonna lose it. So it's kind of like, and that's kind of paradoxical. So like, and because of that, we get stressed. I always get stressed when I'm gonna have my birthday. Like, it's so much terrible. Probably the reason why it motivates me making videos and all that. But like, I'm pretty satisfied about this, and I think it makes you, calm down. It makes you like yourself happy. But I don't regret this year. Has been great so far, and being this age has been great, because being this age is great because I have met many people that I really like that I meet here, since I moved, which was like a while ago, actually, a long time. But like, I'm very happy I did, because okay, I moved twice. First we moved here with my parents, and then I moved to the Carlick dormitory, and then they moved somewhere else, right? So now I'm seeing them for a while. So even when I got sick, I wasn't like around my parents like at all. Imagine how annoying. Like, that twice happened. Once I studied alone in France, right? My parents also left the country, and then I got super sick. It's like, what? And both I got so sick, I got to the hospital. Kind of funny, like when I got sick, was through to Sweden, not Sweden, in South Africa and France. I got the school called ambulance in France, and the school got their car to drive me to the hospital here. And then I got to wait for a while, and then they got to take me in and get a lot of medication and all that. But when in Sweden, when I like sliced off my arm by accident, you can see here. Look, my arm is like, there's scars. Yeah, this scar became so big just because they were bad at patching it. They say, we don't need to patch it up because you need oxygen, so they just left it open. So I'm like, no, it's ugly. I fucking hate that. It's so annoying. I don't think it's malicious. I think it's incompetence. Even though they were competent otherwise, that was stupid. Really, really stupid. Right, and they had to wait like for 5 hours or so, or even longer. I think longer to patch it up. When in other countries, I got like here in France, I get to like, wait for not that long. I get to like, get to, even though my throat was hurting. Although here I had COVID positive testing, so I guess that's the reason I sped it up. But just a little short fasting for us, it still took quite short time. Just 1 hour, almost an hour since I got there. So yeah, so people don't like the healthcare stuff. It's kind of interesting in the world. But I've been seeing the town. Something I really don't like about this town and this country at large is that it's because of danger, which is not that much of an issue actually. Yeah, sue me. I'll say what I said. The main issue about that is that you have to drive so many places, which sucks. It's like America, like understimulated kids in America. Like that's really bad. Oh, I could zoom it out, and I realized that right now, which is annoying. But yeah, regardless, this has been Drew, and this was all for this video. Bye.